Let me put this plainly. Have you ever had that instinctive feeling inside you? That sense she was into you, even though you couldn't prove it? She smiled at you. She laughed at your jokes. She replied to your texts quicker than usual. But then, out of nowhere, she turned distant and cold, like someone flipped a switch, and you're left sitting there thinking, did I imagine everything? No, my friend, you didn't imagine it. See, women rarely state their feelings outright. It's not because they're playing games. It's because they're testing if you're the kind of man who can figure it out without needing explicit confirmation. This is precisely where most men mess up. They rush things, talk too much, or push something that was already within their reach. But you're about to recognize the truth clearly. When a woman genuinely likes you, she emits 3 unmistakable signals. Once you understand these signals, confusion becomes a thing of the past. This isn't about manipulation or games. It's about finally seeing clearly what's always been right in front of you. Now let's decode her behavior so you'll never overlook these signals again. Ready? Let's get started. Signal 1. Her energy around you shifts. Men lie, women lie, but energy never does. If you're even remotely attentive, you'll spot this from a mile away. A woman who truly likes you won't need to speak it aloud. Her presence will communicate it long before words do. At first, the shift is subtle. You'll notice she begins to act differently around you. Her guard doesn't simply drop. It gracefully lowers. But let's clear up a misconception right now. Not every woman giggling in your DMs genuinely likes you. And not every woman appearing hard to get is playing a game. Sometimes, hard to get really means not interested. And friendly can just be polite rejection. Yet when a woman truly likes you, you'll sense a distinct shift. Her voice softens, not necessarily in volume, but in purpose. While she may casually engage with other guys, with you it's different, as if the rest of the world fades away and you become her entire focus. Her gaze stays just a fraction longer, not so long that it's obvious, but enough to leave an impression. When she laughs at your jokes, it's more than mere amusement. It's an invitation to keep talking. Subtly, her body language mirrors yours. Her legs angle toward you even when she pretends indifference. Her face brightens subtly when you enter a room, even if she never openly acknowledges it. Why? Because feelings leak out long before they're openly expressed. When a woman develops genuine feelings, she often doesn't use words to tell you immediately. Instead, she reveals it through openness, how attentively she listens, or the way she remembers trivial details you mentioned weeks ago. Details you've already forgotten. Quietly, she begins to invest emotionally through small gestures, brief check-ins, thoughtful compliments, or curious inquiries into your past. She isn't prying, she's making room for you in her story. And the intriguing part, she might not even realize she's doing any of this. That's exactly what makes it genuine. Women operate like emotional radars. They don't approach attraction the way men typically do. Instead, they subtly gauge the atmosphere, read patterns, and make quiet moves behind the scenes to see if you're paying attention. When her energy becomes softer, more receptive and purposeful around you, when even her posture and speech become noticeably more feminine, my friend, she's silently giving you the green light. Now here's what you should avoid doing. Don't rush things. Don't act awkward. Don't get overly excited like a teenager experiencing his first crush. Instead, remain calm and composed. Let her subtle signals sink in, because when she notices you're steady, grounded, and not desperately craving her approval, that's when she feels secure enough to open up even more. Keep this in mind. Attention screams loudly, but true attraction whispers quietly. When her energy shifts toward you, it's not random, it's instinctive. Don't overlook it. Signal 2. She makes room for you in her life, even if she doesn't fully understand why. Here's something most people won't tell you. A woman only prioritizes things she's emotionally connected to. She might claim she's busy, or that her schedule is overloaded, but if she genuinely wants you in her life, you'll sense it unmistakably. No woman is ever too busy for someone she's truly interested in. She'll intentionally create time. That's your second signal, and it's significant. When she deliberately carves out room for you in her life, not out of obligation, but from genuine desire, even if it defies logic, pay close attention. Consider this scenario. You may just be an acquaintance, a co-worker, or someone she met through mutual friends. But suddenly she's messaging you unexpectedly, asking how your day is going, or sharing a song she thought you'd enjoy. These gestures aren't random. They're subtle indications that she's emotionally drawn to you. She finds ways to be near you, attends events knowing you'll be there, and subtly orchestrates moments for your paths to intersect, not by coincidence, but by deliberate choice. If you pay close attention, you'll notice her dropping emotional anchors into your conversations. She'll casually mention things like, "I was talking to my friend about what you said the other day," or, "I remembered you liked that coffee place. I was just there." Why is this important? Because it reveals that she's mentally referencing you. You're becoming woven into her daily life, not just someone she texts when bored, but someone whose presence genuinely sticks. She might not always understand why she's compelled to reach out. She simply feels drawn to do it. This subtle pull makes this signal unmistakably real. Even if she doesn't explicitly say, "I like you," the fact that you're becoming a regular part of her plans, thoughts, and everyday moments speaks louder than words. Let's briefly dive into the psychology behind this. The female mind tends to be associative, linking feelings strongly to experiences. When you make her laugh or touch her emotionally, her brain naturally associates you with that positive feeling. This connection quietly grows stronger day by day, through each text, each interaction, each passing thought. Gradually, you become her comfort, something she instinctively holds on to, even if she doesn't fully understand why. When you notice this signal, here's exactly what you should do next. Don't jump ahead. Don't become arrogant. And certainly don't start treating her as if she's already yours. Instead, remain grounded and warm, but controlled, stoic, yet sincere. Stay authentic and present, giving her just enough to keep the attraction burning without making her believe she controls the flame. When she makes room for you and you respect that space, she'll start questioning herself. Why do things feel better when he's around? Why do they feel empty when he's not? That's precisely where deeper attraction takes root. Signal 3. Her guard comes down, but only around you. Every woman walks through life wearing emotional armor, not simply by choice, but by necessity. Expectations, judgments, and constant observation force her to protect herself. She erects emotional walls, not out of cruelty, but for emotional survival. However, when a woman genuinely connects with you, that armor gradually slips away. It doesn't happen dramatically like a movie scene. Rather quietly and subtly, piece by piece, you'll notice a change. Suddenly, you're no longer meeting the polished, carefully presented version of her. Instead, you start seeing glimpses of the real woman, the genuine, unfiltered side she usually keeps hidden from the world. She begins to open up about her fears, her past, not dramatically, but carefully, like she's slowly offering you a map to her inner world. Deep down, she's hoping you'll stay rather than run. Most men misunderstand this signal. They assume when a woman shares something personal, it's merely conversation. It's not. It's intimacy unfolding right in front of you. She's showing vulnerability, and for a woman, vulnerability is incredibly valuable. It means she sees you not just as someone interesting, but someone safe. She transitions from small talk to quietly revealing things she's never shared before. I've never told anyone this, or I've always felt like. Often she won't even realize she's doing it. She's simply at ease with you. You'll notice it in her body language too. Her nervous fidgeting subsides. She stops constantly adjusting her appearance. Her movements become more natural, more genuine, subtly communicating, I can be myself around you. You may also observe her emotions becoming more expressive in your presence. Not because she's unstable, but because she no longer feels the need to mask them. If something excites her, she'll openly show it. If something bothers her, she'll express it honestly, not from hostility, but because she trusts you enough to be real. Understand this clearly. Women don't reveal authentic emotions to men they don't trust deeply. So when her guard comes down, when she lets you see her raw edges, her doubts, dreams, frustrations, and genuine joy, she's giving you something sacred. Now here's the biggest mistake men make. They mistake emotional openness for drama, or worse, they fumble it by trying to immediately fix her problems. But she's not looking for a repairman. She's looking for a witness. Your role isn't to fix or control her emotions, but simply to understand and acknowledge them. Because when a woman feels truly seen, that's when attachment forms. Here's the crucial part. Once a woman reveals her unguarded self to you, she's not doing that with anyone else. Not simultaneously, not in the same depth. You're no longer just another guy. You've become a significant chapter in her story, and she genuinely wants to see where it leads. Let's sum this up clearly. You don't need money, status, or to be the most noticeable guy around. All you have to do is pay attention. A woman who genuinely likes you won't announce it right away. She'll express it through subtle shifts in her energy, by intentionally making room for you in her life, and by carefully letting her emotional walls down, but only around you. However, she'll only do this if you're perceptive enough to notice. And if you've read this far, you're already among the rare few who understand. Now I want you to comment below with just one word. Noticed. Because once you notice, you can't unsee it. And that's the moment when everything changes. If this resonated with you, hitting you right in the chest the way truth usually does, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the Stoic Guide and never miss another signal again. We're just getting started. Stay grounded, stay alert, and remember, the strongest men don't chase, they observe. Until next time.